Hello fun people, I'm Isaac Carlson, and today I want to discuss what happened when Tai Lung and Oogway both entered the spirit realm. Did they fight one another again in a massive battle? Did Oogway eradicate Tai Lung completely, like Po accomplished against Kai? Or did something else happen altogether? And of course, if you're new here and you'd like to see more magical videos like this one, consider subscribing. Now, in the original Kung Fu Panda, Master Oogway allowed himself to transition beyond the mortal world. Before his pupil Shifu, his body and mind disappeared. And in Kung Fu Panda 3, we saw his entire being had settled in the spirit realm. There, Oogway continued to find inner peace, knowing that the Dragon Warrior would protect the Valley of Peace. We also saw in Kung Fu Panda 3 that the Wuxi Fingerhold was a chi-powered move that was capable of carving someone out of existence and placing them into the spirit realm, which was exactly how Po originally defeated Tai Lung. But in addition to implying Tai Lung was sent to the spirit realm, General Kai explained to his old friend Oogway that he had collected the chi of every master in the spirit realm, and sure enough, on his chain, we can see Tai Lung's jade amulet. And if you'd like to learn about all of the masters Kai stole chi from, I've left my video on that topic linked down below. What this all means is that soon after Oogway traveled to the spirit realm, Tai Lung appeared to that realm as well, meaning that after 20 years of being separated, they could have finally confronted one another again prior to Kai seizing every Kung Fu master's chi. Tai Lung may have studied the 1,000 scrolls of Kung Fu, but beyond his nerve attacks that were capable of blocking an enemy's chi, he never revealed himself to be a master of chi, which likely means he did not have the knowledge necessary for him to free himself from the spirit realm. Tai Lung was trapped, and I think with an eternity ahead of him, he would have absolutely sought out the master who turned his father Shifu against him, denied him his destiny of becoming the Dragon Warrior, imprisoned him in Chorgam prison, and decided to never intervene while his heart filled with darkness. Sure, Shifu's pride was what molded Tai Lung into the monster he became, but Master Oogway always knew the contents of the Dragon Scroll. He was aware that unlimited power could only come from within oneself, but even though he knew what was required for Tai Lung to go down the path of success, he didn't step in to help Shifu or guide Tai Lung back when he went astray. After years of furiously training under Master Oogway's supervision in the Jade Palace, Oogway seemed to simply push Tai Lung aside and eventually strike him down when he was determined not to be the Dragon Warrior. I think from Tai Lung's perspective, Oogway had a lot to answer for, and I think that was really fair to expect. But of course, he would not be able to discover the truth through a fight. Even though Tai Lung was powerful and there were many years in between their last battle, Oogway was still the superior master. It's not like Tai Lung could have trained or studied while he was in prison, and he clearly did not find peace or wisdom as a prisoner since he continued on his quest for revenge after he escaped. So even if Tai Lung wanted to destroy Oogway once and for all, there's no way he would have stood a chance, especially since he never showcased a mastery of chi. Tai Lung didn't have the knowledge that was required to vanquish and obliterate Oogway. But if Tai Lung and Oogway did fight, again, we also know that Kai eventually possessed Tai Lung's chi, so clearly Oogway was not willing to completely eradicate Tai Lung. But even though there was just no reality where Tai Lung rose above Master Oogway, maybe he didn't have to face another defeat either. You see, just before Tai Lung's death, he refused to believe that Po was capable of executing the Wuxi Fingerhold, and for the first time ever, he actually was shown to be scared. The facade of a powerful and ruthless villain broke down when he saw a fat panda holding his life in the balance. A lifetime of struggle, hardship, and training was about to be forever halted by a noodle-loving goofball who was raised by a goose. Perhaps in that moment, Tai Lung was humbled by the realization that he was not the true Dragon Warrior, because at that point, it was undeniable that he would never live to see himself take that title. And once Tai Lung was brought to the spirit realm, revenge was truly meaningless because he had already been defeated. Tai Lung was a dangerous foe during his life, but maybe he would look for something more in death. I don't think every villain needs to have a redemption arc. I enjoy purely evil characters, but I think it would make sense now that everything he believed about the world and himself was destroyed by Po, he would attempt to find greater meaning in his eternal existence. He had to face the reality that his spirit was going to linger forever without the ability to prove himself in the mortal world. So I believe it could make sense that instead of fighting Master Oogway, Tai Lung would decide to attempt to understand the turmoil within himself so that he could rise to another plane of existence. Maybe for once he would seek out peace instead of war, and perhaps Oogway knew that only through Tai Lung's defeat would he be able to escape the darkness in his life. I think it makes sense that Tai Lung would be willing to accept Master Oogway as a teacher once more so that he could learn to separate himself from his pride and ego, the very things that Oogway recognized to determine that he wasn't the Dragon Warrior. Maybe Tai Lung would never be able to receive forgiveness or be able to undo his treacheries against the Valley of Peace. His legacy across China has been solidified as a villain, but maybe he could find a type of bliss that others like Kai refused to find, which led to his destruction. Maybe in the spirit realm, Oogway showed Tai Lung how to find inner peace. But fun people, do you believe Tai Lung could ever stop his desire for revenge? Or could he rise above it after Po skadooshed him into another realm? Let me know down in the comments. Consider becoming a producer over on Patreon if you'd like to access our imaginative Discord server and exclusive behind the scenes videos. And of course, thanks for watching and have a magical day.